Hello everybody, I'm Nire, welcome to my channel, and in today's video we are once again using the TBR board to pick the books for my October TBR. If you didn't see my last TBR video, I used this TBR board to pick the books for my TBR, and I had so much fun that I decided to do it again this month. So basically how this works is that I roll a die, and whatever number I get is the number of spaces that I have to move through the board, and whatever prompt we get is the one that we're going to be using to pick the book that is going to be part of my October TBR. It's very similar to Monopoly, so if you have played Monopoly before, then you know how this is going to work. However, if you want a more in-depth explanation on how this is going to work, I recommend you check out my September TBR video because I explained it a little bit better over on that video. But like I said, it's very self-explanatory, it's very easy, so you're going to get the hang of it while we play it. But I am so excited to play it again because I had so much fun last time and it did pick some pretty good books for me, so I'm really excited for this month. So I have a lot of books that I would like to read in the month of October, so I'm hoping that I can fit them into the prompts that we get. But with that being said, let's go ahead and start picking the books for my October TBR. All right, so here we are at the board. It is time to play Bookopoly. Just like last time, I'm going to be using a die as my little character to go around the board. I am genuinely so excited to play this. I just absolutely love playing this game. I would really like to get the TBR wheel prompt because we did not get that last month, and I think that it will be really fun. So hopefully we do get it, but let's see what our first prompt will be. All right, so let's go ahead and roll the die. And 2. Okay, so we have 1, 2, TBR veteran. Okay, so that means that we're gonna have to pick a book that's been on my TBR for a long time. So let me check my TBR and let me see what book I end up picking for this prompt. So the first prompt that we got was TBR veteran, and a book that I definitely believe fits this prompt is Furyborn by Legrand. This book I have had on my TBR for years. I actually don't even know much about it. I only know that it's about like 2 queens that live centuries apart, but they're still communicating somehow or something like that. And that is literally the only thing that I know about this book. So I definitely think that it is time for me to read it. I feel like it is perfect for the fall vibes that I definitely want to have in my October reading. I feel like it'll be a fun time and hopefully I like it. I think that this is a trilogy, but I might be wrong. Yeah, it is a trilogy. So I'm really excited to read it and see what I think about it. All right, so let's go ahead and pick our next prompt. 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, so close to the TBR wheel, so close. And we once again got the genre generator prompt. So this is I believe the first prompt that we got last month. So basically I just look for a genre generator online, and whatever genre that picks, then I have to choose a book in that genre. So for this next prompt, we got a genre generator picks my reads. So here we have the generator that we're going to be using. Hopefully you can see that. We're going to spin the wheel and we're going to see what genre we get. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh wait, I have to. Okay. Oh, it has a little sound and everything. And the genre is fantasy / sci-fi. Oh my god, that is just perfect for this time of year. I'm just having the best luck with this TBR so far. All right, so the first book that immediately came to mind was Bury Your Bones in the Midnight Soil by Schwab. This is a book that I've seen around everywhere. Everybody and their mom has read it. Everybody and their mom has talked about it, and I have not picked it up yet. So I think that October is just the perfect month to read about witches. So I am going to be putting this on my October TBR for sure. I have previously read The Invisible Life of Ada LaRue by this same author, and I absolutely loved it. I gave that book 5 stars. I'm so excited for this book. I feel like it's going to be perfect, just absolutely perfect for this month, and hopefully I enjoy it. Hopefully I come to you in my next wrap up and I'm telling you all about how much I loved it. So the second book for my October TBR is Bury Your Bones in the Midnight Soil by Schwab. All right, so let's go ahead and choose our third prompt. The only way that I can get into the TBR wheel spot is for me to roll a 1. So let's hope that the Bookopoly gods are on my side and I do get a 1. All right, let's see. 4. Let's go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, and horror book. Oh my god, I am so excited for this prompt because I know the exact book that I want to pick for this one. So let's go get that book. All right, so for the third prompt, we got a horror book, and like I said, I know exactly what book I wanted to pick for this prompt, and that is Play Nice by Rachel Harrison. This is the September book of the month pick that I got. I think that it's going to be perfect for October and the spooky vibes. I think this is about a haunted house, so again, it is definitely perfect for spooky season, and I'm just so excited. It's pretty short. It's like barely 300 pages. It's like 320 something pages. So I am very hopeful that this book is going to be great and it's going to get me in the festive, spooky vibes. So I am really excited for this book. Let's go ahead and roll again and see what prompt we get. 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thriller book. Okay, we're getting very similar prompts to the last time that we did this. I mean, I'm not complaining because a thriller book for October is just perfect. However, I don't have a book in mind, so I definitely have to check my TBR. So let's go ahead and see what book I end up picking for this prompt. For the next prompt, we got a thriller book, and I went through my TBR and I decided that I was going to pick The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I have never read anything by this author before, but I've heard amazing things. And this is a book that I've been wanting to read for a long time, and I believe that right now during October is going to be the perfect time to read it. I'm very intrigued in this book. It definitely has a very intriguing premise. Hopefully I do like it and Riley Sager becomes a new favorite thriller author. All right, so let's go ahead and roll for the next one. We're very close to book jail, so let's hope that we don't get that because I really don't. Okay, one. Okay, general fiction book. Again, perfect for this time of year. I have a lot of general fiction books that I feel will be really good for the fall vibes. So really excited for this prompt as well. All right, so for our next prompt, we got a general fiction book. And for that, I decided to pick Finding Grace by Loretta Rothschild. I think that's how you say her name. I might be mispronouncing that, but I got this as my, I want to say August, I think. No, July. Yeah, July book of the month. And I thought that the premise was very interesting. I was checking the reviews for this book and everybody's talking about how wild the plot is. And everybody's like so shocked at what happens in like the very first chapter. So I'm most definitely very intrigued by this book right now. And I am hoping that I'm going to really enjoy it. Plus, it definitely gives me a lot of like autumnal fall vibes. So I'm just thinking that this TBR is just going to be such a great one. All right, so let's pick our final prompt. We have already picked 5, so it is time for the final 6th prompt slash book. So I am so scared. Hopefully we don't get book jail and we can get something that I actually do want to read. Let's see. 1 again. Okay, but perfect because it says author I love. I already know exactly the book that I want to pick for this prompt. I have been loving a specific author lately, so I am so excited to read more of her books, and this is going to be perfect for that prompt. All right, so last but definitely not least, we picked the author I loved prompt, and for that one, I already know exactly the book that I wanted to pick, and that book is Katabasis or Katabasis by R.F. Kuang. R.F. Kuang has become my favorite author of all time. Like, I love everything that this woman writes. You have no idea how excited I am for this book. I did not pick it up during the month of September when it came out because I was reading Babel, and I'm technically kind of still in the middle of Babel, but I still want to pick this up sometime in October. I feel like I'm definitely going to be done with Babel soon, so I am going to pick this up right away after I finish that one, and I'm just so excited. Like, again, you have no idea how excited I am for this book. This is definitely a 5-star prediction for me. I just absolutely love R.F. Kuang's writing and everything that she does. It's just absolutely perfect. So I'm just thinking that I'm just going to be loving this. I'm thinking that this is going to be one of my favorite books of the year. Like, I am just that excited for it. So I am really hyped and really excited that we were able to put this on my October TBR. I was going to read it regardless if we got it or not because I am so excited, like I said. All right, so here are all the books that we chose for our October TBR using the Bookopoly board, except for The Only One Left because that one is an ebook, so I will have it somewhere on the screen for you. I'm gonna go through them really quickly so you can have a little bit of a recap of all the books that we ended up choosing in this video. For the TBR veteran prompt, we chose Furyborn by Claire Legrand. For the genre generator prompt, the generator chose fantasy / sci-fi, and I chose Bury Your Bones in the Midnight Soil by the Schwab. For the horror book prompt, I chose Play Nice by Rachel Harrison. For the thriller book prompt, I chose The Only One Left by Riley Sager. For the general fiction prompt, I chose Finding Grace by Loretta Rothschild. And then finally, for the author I love prompt, I chose Katabasis or Katabasis by R.F. Kuang. All right, so those were all the books that we chose using the Bookopoly board. In my opinion, my October TBR is just amazing. I feel like I'm gonna have so many 4 and 5-star reads. So we're definitely going to continue using the TBR board because I definitely feel like this TBR board just loves me. We're friends. We're best friends actually because she always picks some amazing prompts and some amazing books. We're definitely going to continue using her to pick my future TBRs because again, we're very close. Okay, she knows me. She knows what I want. She knows what I need, and she just always delivers because the September TBR books that I chose using this board were amazing. And right now, the October TBR books, I know are gonna be great. So this board and I, we're definitely friends. We're best friends, like I said. All right, so that brings us into the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. And also, if you have not done so already, don't forget to subscribe. I upload bookish videos at least once a week. So if that's something that interests you, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.